What's up, boys and girls? You know what time it is.
What's up?
Rick and Noah, Indy Sports Podcast. Coming all the way from Indianapolis, Brownsburg. Yeah, just having a good time. What's the drink of the day, buddy?
Drink of the day for me, Quaffon, peanut butter. Busted Knuckle. My boy Noah.
Oh, he's busting knuckles.
He's drinking the tax man.
I'm the tax man, the cherry picker. Pick the cherries, baby. Cheers up.
Cheers.
How y'all been doing, though? Right on.
Peanut butter.
Appreciate y'all. First topic I'm going to get into is I'm going to ask my man. I want these second round NBA predictions. What's it looking like?
We already kind of went back and forth on those, but of course I'm taking the Evil Empire, the Brooklyn Nets. I'm taking them in 6. They're going to be meeting up against Trey, King of New York, Young. I think they're taking that in 6. And then go over to the West. I'm taking the Jazz in 6. Over to Clippers. They're a fraud. I really hope the Jazz sweep them, to be honest with you.
Talking dirty now.
And then Suns in 6 against Denver. Those are my 4. What's your 4?
Well, I came heavy with the Bucks. Reality might have set in, but the basketball gods might have thrown me a bone if Harden's not 100.
They're all right.
Yeah. But
you're right. They got a better chance without Harden.
I'm going to still stick by my pick, at least for tonight.
Okay.
Because I'm not jumping ship so early in the ball game. But I think Philly's figured out Atlanta, man.
Think so?
I think it's going to go 6. Philly got it, unless Embiid goes down, and then it's all shots, you know? Crazy injuries, anything happen. But Atlanta's got a nice roster, man. So, yeah, but I'm going to go with Philly. Western Conference, I'm going Clippers.
Ugh.
It's gonna happen, man.
Boo.
It's gonna happen, man.
As a Pacer fan, you shouldn't pick the Clippers.
Hey, man, I think with my brain, not my heart. And I'm gonna go Phoenix, man.
I don't think so. The number 1 seed is against the Clippers.
Hey.
How's that picking with your brain, not your heart? D. Mitchell, Spider-Man, come on, man. It's a killer.
Utah, they don't have no playoff experience like that.
We'll see.
Kawhi is the best finisher out there right now.
Okay, we'll see.
He
still got nobody around him. Who are you picking in another one? Is it Phoenix, obviously?
Yeah, Phoenix.
Sounds good.
So, with that being said, what is your NBA final looking like?
Brooklyn, Phoenix.
Who you got?
Brooklyn.
Yeah, very well could happen. All right, we're gonna probably do 2 videos shoot today, but we're gonna stay on the NBA topic right now. With the offseason looming, what are your potential Myles Turner trade scenarios that you'd be interested in, and what would you be looking for? From what I could get some research on reading today, there's 5 teams that seem pretty interested. Looked like it was the Celtics, the Lakers, Mavs, Hornets, and the other team was the freaking Knicks. Yeah, the Knicks.
Randoms. Okay. Obviously, the only thing I've heard is what's been out there, Porzingis throwing his name out there because he's talking, it's the Pacers. So you go, yeah, Pacers go, yeah, another tall white guy.
Yeah, man, we ain't got enough of those.
But if it happens, you won't be surprised, right?
I'll be sad.
I mean, he's got a super huge contract, too.
Yeah, the only way I could be okay with that is if they take Malcolm Brogdon with him.
It probably won't happen.
It won't happen.
I keep hearing it's going to be like Turner and Warren for Porzingis and something, maybe.
Oh, my God, that's terrible.
I wouldn't. I mean, the Pacers are going to do what they're going to do.
I would hope
Turner has to go no matter what, in my opinion. He's got to go. It's time. I'm sorry. I love Myles Turner. I'm a big fan of his defense. But, I mean, we got to make a move. I mean, then again, I'm thinking as a Pacer fan, I already know they're just going to run all this back again. They're not going to make any moves. We're going to have the same team next year. Pray that everyone stays healthy.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'd rather run it back than take KP, bro. I'm sorry.
All right, well, let's go to the other teams. You said Boston.
Yeah.
Hey, if any trade with Boston, I want Marcus Smart. That's my opinion. We need a point guard and a guy who can play defense. That's what they're lacking.
Call me crazy.
Here we go.
I wanted you to bring Romeo on the trade.
I knew you was going to say that.
Hey, wait.
After he played in the playoffs so good, they're not going to let him go now. He's probably stuck in Boston.
That's fine, but that's what we need is an athletic wing.
Because they might trade Marcus Smart just to let Romeo start now.
You take a guy like Romeo, his whole life he's played with the ball. You go to a team like Boston, you got Jaylen Brown, you got Jason Tatum, you got Kemba. He's not an off-the-ball player. He needs to have the ball in his hand.
I'm just saying, he proved that he was worth playing next year, I don't think Boston lets him go. But then again, he could have played himself into a trade, so that you're right. So Boston could trade, be like, hey, look what Romeo did.
Yeah.
You know,
well, I mean, if you
but
want
what's the
Myles
best
Turner,
you're going to get out of Romeo? A 3-and-D guy? That's what he looks like to me. He plays good defense and can hit a 3 here and there.
Did you not see my other videos? That's just what I'm looking for. Come on.
All right, let's move on. Let's go to the Hornets.
By no means necessary, I would not do Romeo straight up for Myles Turner.
Okay.
Like you said, it would have to be like a Marcus Smart or Kimba or somebody. Yeah. You said the Hornets?
Hornets. Who are you thinking in the Hornets?
Well,
I mean, obviously you're up there would be Miles Bridges, but that's not going to happen.
From what I was reading up on, it's a rehash of the Gordon Hayward trade, but they would want the Pacers to give up first round pick and Myles Turner. I'm out on that.
Boston 2.0.
Yeah, I'm out on that.
We'll just move on there. What was the other one?
The Knicks.
The Knicks. Who would the Knicks have to offer the Pacers for Myles Turner? Like an R.J. Barrett? Man, I don't know if they would get rid of him. But
I mean, if I'm what I'm wanting, R.J. Barrett is what I'm wanting.
It'd have to be someone like that. Because Turner's not going to just come for a couple scrubs, I would assume.
I mean, you can maybe get Quickly and Obi Toppin maybe.
Backups?
I'm just saying maybe.
We got to get at least... We do need a point guard, so that makes more sense.
But I think we have our point guard. I think LeVert needs to be the point guard.
We'll see what happens.
All right, so going off that, that's going to wrap up our basketball we got going. You got anything you want to ask me or anything got you pissed off right now, man?
Not about basketball.
Oh, stay tuned.
Basketball is cool.
You want to ask me what got me pissed off?
How upset are you that the Evil Empire took game 1 after your prediction?
I'm not too mad because that was kind of a shock the world prediction anyways. More likely, if Brooklyn plays their game, nobody's going to beat them. What got me pissed is Luka. He needs some help, man. Turner can help him defensively, but he needs somebody else that really going to help them offensively. That guy is fucking
He needs
awesome.
a number 2, but can Dallas go get a... Well, there's got to be somebody out there that would willing to play with him, you would think.
Yeah, I mean, they could probably sign somebody.
Because Luka is a beast. I mean, but he can't do it by himself.
Speaking of trades, I saw one trade rumor that the Knicks is going to be trying to get everybody because it's a big market. And
well, they went to the playoffs, so maybe people might go there now.
ESPN is going to be trying to help them get people. They're already talking Colin Sexton. So they want to get Colin Sexton to go on there without giving up any of their players. Like the Cavs are just going to give away their best player.
That's random.
Yeah.
Colin Sexton. Does that put them over, Colin Sexton?
I mean, would he be their number 1 or would Randall still be number 1?
They still need like a center, probably.
No, they're going to get
Colin
Colin Sexton.
Turner, so it makes because they were playing Noel and Taj Gibson.
Mitchell Robinson
was hurt. Yes, got to come back from injury.
You would think Obi Toppin potentially could be a starting 4.
Maybe.
But Randall reminds me of Sabonis. He's good in the regular season, but he's not going to dominate super athletic players. Maybe I'm not tripping. Maybe I'm not. But their games are very similar.
Very similar, except Randall can actually hit 3.
Yeah.
Can step it out a little bit further.
Sabonis is probably a little better, passing a little bit on the boards.
Correct. You're right. They're about the same player.
Okay, I'm on one more, and then we're into basketball. What does your gut tell you on the Pacers with the coaching situation?
There will be a new coach next year. It's too obvious. It's going to be a new coach, and we're just going to roll all the same players back. That's my prediction. Pacers, they do this. I've been a Pacers fan too long. We already know what's going to happen. We're getting excited. We're wondering who's going to make trades, who we're going to pick, and nothing's going to happen. They're going to be like, we're going to roll it back. We never got to see this team healthy. We want to see what this team can do healthy.
I'm going to be honest with you. If they roll it back and Brogdon's still on the team, I'm out.
I mean, some people are going to be happy with that. Some people are not. I won't be happy with it, but what can you do? As a Pacers fan, I'm just going to be loyal and stick to it, and let's see what happens. But, I mean, what's the best this team can do is the real question. If they stay healthy, what's the best they can do? 4th seed? 5th seed?
Well, before all the injuries took place this year, when
we still don't have a bench.
When Warren was still playing, I believe they were like 6 or 7 games above 500 early in the year.
We still don't have a bench.
With the 15 in now, well, if everybody's healthy, they kind of do have a bench. But like you said, there's so many free agents. We don't know what the roster's going to look like. And what are they going to do with this pick? The first mock draft I saw was the freshman from Arkansas, the small forward. I forget his name. But yeah, depending on if we get lucky.
Ooh, if we got a lottery pick, we ought to be excited. Just get top 3 pick, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, but the odds of that's 1%.
I know, but then we could be like trade some people because we got a top 3 coming. I don't know who we would get if we got a top 3 pick.
I saw earlier last week Myles Turner for a Wiseman trade. Like, what the hell is the Warriors thinking?
Injury for injury prone guys?
Yeah, I mean, he's coming off his first year.
Turner would fit so well in with Golden State, too.
He would. And they're ready to win now, and he would give them the rim protection they need in the shoot.
And shoot threes. Yeah. That's all they want.
I think the national market really loves Myles Turner. Like, we don't realize
we don't appreciate it.
We don't appreciate it. Like, he averaged 3.5 blocks and like
I'm not
less
saying
than 30 minutes
Myles Turner. I said when you asked me, I like Myles Turner. I wish we could keep him. But the experiment with him and Sabonis together has not worked. And most teams nowadays only have one big man on the court.
Yeah.
You need a 4 who can shoot the 3. And that's not Sabonis. Sabonis is not Randall. If he was Randall and could shoot threes, then you could play Myles Turner.
Yeah.
But he can't. He's Brick City
and he
and
can't play any
airball.
defense. And then they switch, so they do pick and rolls and get one of
So
them.
Myles Turner, I think he's our most valuable player. That's why I say we could get something. I think you get a valuable starter and a guy that you throw in that could become something like a Romeo, like you said, like a Romeo,
coming
that.
off that, what do you think the trade market for a Brogdon would be if they wanted to move him?
I think we could definitely get a starter for him. Somebody would want him, because he just had a career year.
He'd be a good
I know you hate
three.
him, but he literally just averaged 22 points a game this
Well,
year.
they were saying, I heard something like Brogdon for a McCollum switch out because they need a bigger guard, and McCollum wants to play somewhere where he can have the ball more. But I'm like, I kind of want to see what LeVert.
It's kind of like an even trade. But then again, do we want McCollum as our point guard? We'd want to keep him at 2 and put LeVert or whoever at 1.
Yeah, and then
we don't
McCollum
want McCollum
would
to
be in
dominate
the
the ball.
same situation he's in now, and that's not what we want. But I can see why Portland would want to do that. Because don't get me wrong, if you put Brogdon in the right system with the right team,
like
right
he was
players,
with Milwaukee.
and he knows his role, he's not bad.
Let's be honest, Milwaukee has admitted, and their fans have all admitted, they should have kept him and traded Bledsoe a year earlier.
Yeah.
Because they wanted Brogdon to be the dominant point guard, shooting guard kind of guy, and not Bledsoe.
Well, him getting Holiday, that was a blessing in disguise.
A blessing in disguise. Because him and Brogdon are basically the same player, except for Holiday plays a little bit more defense and passes a little bit
Brogdon's
better.
probably a better scorer than Holiday.
Yes.
Not as slippery, but
Better
he can shoot it a lot better for sure.
And that's why he had career years in that 1 year, because when you got Giannis, 14 dudes are going to guard you, and then he's wide open for threes all day.
Yeah, don't call me crazy, but at the end of the year when they was letting LeVert and Sabonis run the offense on the Pacers, I just really liked what that looked. They was just getting so many people open shots, making the game easier for others. No, the defense was terrible. But that's
the only way Nate stays is if they do trade Brogdon. I'll say that.
Yeah.
They both can't stay. One's got to go.
I hope it's Brogdon. I like Nate. Maybe I'm crazy. Yeah, I know. Maybe I'm the wild.
Kevin Pritchard, what are you going to do? That's the real question. Kevin Pritchard, what are you going to do? They did say they're going to
keep Kevin Pritchard, though. Did you see that?
Yeah, yay.
All right.
Expect the white guy.
All right, so Ainge out. Stevens switches out. Who's going to be the next
Celtics coach? Who knows?
Next Celtics coach?
I heard a rumor maybe Archie.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Archie Miller, right? No, I don't know. Whoever takes that job, they're going to get a good and up-and-coming team, that's for sure.
Yeah, they got a top
Boston's got
10 dude and Jason Tatum ready to go. And Jaylen Brown's going to slash neither. My dream scenario is if we could some way get Jaylen Brown from the Celtics. Even if it was Turner and Brogdon together.
But I think we have more of a shot at getting Kemba. We don't want Kemba, but I'm just saying that's our odd. We could probably do a Brogdon and Turner for like a Kemba, Smart, Romeo trade. I can see something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I would be even okay with moving T.J. Warren and something like that if you had to. If you was bringing back a Jaylen Brown, I'm saying
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, I'd get Brogdon, Warren.
They probably.
And Turner.
I think it proves Celtics needed Jaylen Brown so bad in that series because even with Tatum, they kind of competed a little.
Yeah, and Jaylen Brown defense is top of the line, guys.
Yeah.
Top of the line.
That's why the Nets are so great because, Jaylen Brown can take one guy out. Jason Tatum could take one guy out, but guess what? There's still a third guy. Who's going to guard him?
And Kemba ain't going to play no D on nobody.
No D.
No.
Right.
Do you see they did have Romeo guarding Kevin Durant and shit?
Yeah.
Like he is good defender, man. Super athletic and long. He just gets
do.
lost sometimes on offense. Like he just stands in the corner. But that's him just not knowing what he's doing off the ball, really. And doing what they probably telling him. Hey, right on, guys. Appreciate y'all checking out today's podcast. Stay tuned. We're going to hit you with the NFL one right after this. You know what it is. Rick and Noah.